Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vivian. If it's the first time of seeing my face, welcome to my channel. Do well to like, share and subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. All right, in this video I'm going to be showing you the things that you can actually do to put yourself in front of the queue and be shortlisted for an interview when you apply for a healthcare carer job in the UK, especially as this job does not require you to have a health background at all in the first place. So what are the things that you can actually do to put yourself in front of the crowd? The first on my list is for you to have a care certificate. What is a care certificate? A care certificate is a certificate that teaches you everything that involves about caring and caring for elderly people in the UK. As the name implies, every aspect of caring of the whole body, the human body, everything that includes the feeding, dressing, caring for the person compassionately, being the advocate of a patient or a resident. These are the things that the care certificate is actually going to cover for you, and the practicalities of care in caring for people. So getting a care certificate is actually very important. Where can you get a care certificate? NHS England offers free care certificates to people. You can actually go online. NHS England has care certificates available to people, and these care certificates are actually free. You can actually access it by creating an account on NHS England website and access these materials of care certificates. However, this care certificate is only available in the UK. You can have other ways of accessing it from outside of the UK if you have access and you have the technical know-how to do this. If you want other certifications apart from the NHS England, there are loads of free certification courses of care certificates on the website, on the internet. All you need to do is Google care certificates and there will be a lot of advertisements asking you to pay. Continue to scroll down, you will see free care certification courses on IELTS, on Read, and even very little amount of monies if you have to pay for these courses, as low as £5 for the course. So if you must pay for these courses, they are very cheap courses that you can pay for, and this is good money spent because it's going to put you ahead of every other person. I'm going to put in a link below of care certificate courses that you can actually get for yourself. They are not very expensive, and I can actually show them on here if I have the time on this video. So as promised, I've gone on to Google and typed in free care certificates, and this is what Google has brought for me. I have chosen the choice of NHS England, and you can see what a care certificate entails as on here, and requires you to understand your role. Feel free to slow down this video to have the full gist. It requires you to understand your role, it requires you to understand the tenets of caring, it requires you to understand your duty of care, equality and diversity, working in a patient-centered way, fluids and nutrition, which is essential for health of individual you're taking care of. It also entails you having a good understanding of safeguarding, okay? It also entails you understanding communication, privacy and dignity, awareness of mental health and dementia and learning disability, safeguarding adults, safeguarding children, basic life support in case of emergencies and first aid care, health and safety, handling information, infection prevention and control. This is what this course entails, and you can find it in various other organizations providing them for you, okay? There are many organizations that give you this whole course in a package. You can actually get them, and this will put you ahead of the game. I have gone further to search, and I have clicked on a particular provider, and I find that you can even have courses for as low as £1.49. okay, that is basically less than 500 naira in Nigerian naira. Alright, so you can go on here and get a certification, food hygiene, activities and exercises, a whole lot of things you can do in the health and care certificates, okay? And these things will actually help you to be ahead of every other person who is applying for this post as you. The other thing you can actually do is to get a level 2 certificate or a level 3 certificate in adult and social care. As the care certificate, these courses can actually be subsidized if not free, and this is good money spent in putting you ahead of the crowd. And just like the care certificate, the level 2 health and adult social care certificate helps you to understand caring for adults in the UK, and it gives you more in-depth knowledge about caring for adults. The difference is that they go into more in-depth things and teach you some more in-depth things about healthcare and some policies that may be important or that are very important in caring for adults. And these things are in levels, just like you have going to secondary school, university, things go in levels, and you have more learning duration on your level 2 and level 3 certificates. The good thing about these certificates is that they are usually self-paced. Nobody is forcing you. You can cover them in your own time, but you can actually finish these courses in less than 3 months or 6 months, and that gives you enough time to prepare and apply for these jobs. The other thing I would like to talk about that can put you ahead of the game and put you in front of the queue is for you to have manual handling certificate. Now, manual handling is something that you're going to do for your residents, your patients, anywhere you find yourself caring for people, and you have to be able to move people safely. Some people are bedbound, some people cannot move, some people are hurt, and most importantly, you don't want to hurt yourself while caring and moving people. So you need to have a care manual handling certification to help employers know that you are able to handle people and move people around. You should be able to know how to move people in simple techniques like log rolling and moving in two, and techniques such as moving together and synchronized moving, such as we move in 1, 2, 3. You have to understand simple things like this, because if you don't understand it, my dear, you are on a long thing if you're coming to work as a carer. Okay, so if you have a certification in manual handling already, or you read something about manual handling such that once you're invited for an interview, you mention things like manual handling, the employer will be very impressed with you and give you that job. In another video, I'm going to be showing you tips on how you can actually ace your carer and interviews and get this job, even if there are 1,001 persons who are applying for that job. The other thing you need to do is for you to get infection control certificates, infection control and prevention courses. Okay, these courses will help you to understand the nitty-gritties about infection control and prevention in the care homes. Okay, things about food safety and manual and food hygiene in the care homes or in residential settings. Okay, now infection safety and control, food hygiene and safety and management, fire hazard and fire safety management. Okay, these are basic things that you can actually get online and get certifications on them and put them in your CV. This will put you in front of the crowd. The next thing I want to talk about today is your experience. Okay, now experience can be anything. It can be your personal experience caring for your children, caring for an elderly person, caring for your patients, caring for somebody who has mental problems or who has learning disability. Whatever form of experience you have, put it there. Nothing is irrelevant. Okay, and if you've gone out of your way to go to do volunteering, or if you actually work in care setting as a nursing aide or a carer, this also puts you in front of the crowd. Or if you're a nursing assistant or had a background in health or did any diploma in health or did anything related to health, you volunteered during your service, you volunteered in church, you went for an outreach program, you help people when they went for an outreach program in health, all this counts to experience. Nothing is wasted. What you need is for those people who were there, who knew that you had that experience, to be able to reference you if you are successful for the job. So experience is very, very important. The next on my list is that you should go and get certification in dementia. Now, what most people will not tell you is that in most care homes and nursing homes, you have patients with dementia. So having a good understanding of dementia is going to put you ahead of the crowd anytime, any day, especially if you have a certificate in dementia. University of Delhi offers free certifications in dementia care and understanding dementia. If you added this certificate to your applications, which employer is not going to shortlist you? They will definitely shortlist you, trust me. Another certification you can actually get is the pressure ulcer prevention. Now, caring for people in the care homes and nursing homes entails caring for people who are there in long term or who are bedridden and they have a risk to develop pressure ulcers. Now, understanding how pressure ulcers develop, preventing them via nutrition, being able to move people properly and prevent them from having bruises or injuries when you move them, preventing pressure ulcers generally. If you have a certification on pressure ulcer, trust me, any employer is going to shortlist you for an interview. Now, like I mentioned, University of Delhi offers free certifications in dementia and pressure ulcer prevention. Go ahead and click and get that course going. You will be given certificates on these things and you can actually put them forward to employers. Another thing that can put you ahead of the crowd is having certifications in communication. Okay, in the UK and healthcare system is big on communication. Being able to handle people when they are having difficult conversations on handling loss, or when they suffer loss, is very, very important, and it's a very big skill that you need to know how to handle in the UK. Okay, so if you have any course on communication, communicating with people, or giving bad news, okay, that is something that you can actually do that will put you ahead of the crowd with everybody. You do not need to have all of these certificates that I've mentioned. Okay, you can actually have one or two to put yourself in front of the crowd, and if you're able to get all of them, why not? It only makes you even the candidates that the employers want for that job. Okay, another thing I'm going to talk about is your driving license. Yes, in the UK, children, people who are from 17 and above, can actually have ability to drive. Okay, so if you are somebody who has not learned how to drive, you need to go and learn how to drive. Some agencies will only shortlist you if you have a driving license. Okay, international licenses are valid in the UK for at least 1 year. After that, you can actually apply for your own permanent license in the UK. Okay, so if you don't have a license, plan to get one. Okay, because it's going to help you and put you ahead of the crowd. The other thing that can put ahead of the crowd is having an understanding of nutrition basics and must scoring. Okay, must scoring is a universal tool that helps you to identify people who are malnourished and grade them into stages. Now, in the care homes, you have a lot of people who do not eat. In old age, people are sick, they are not able to eat properly, and so you should be able to monitor people and identify when they are getting malnourished. Okay, it's a malnutrition universal screening tool, okay, that gets people who are malnourished according to their weight, okay, and according to their height. All right, so you should be able to have basic understanding of this. If you have a certification of must scoring, oh, that makes you even a better candidate. Another certification that is very readily available is the new score. Now, the new score may not be very relevant in care homes because they do not do monitoring of residents regularly, but they do them at least, I think, once a month, depending on the policy of the care home. However, if you're going to be working in the NHS and you have a certification on new score, that keeps you ahead of the game. Okay, new scoring is National Early Warning Score, which is a score that helps you to identify people when they begin to deteriorate in health, okay, and gives them score according to the score which they score, and it's according to parameters. So you can Google this and look for places where you can get these certifications. If you have a certifications on new scoring, must scoring, pressure ulcer prevention, infection prevention and control, trust me, any employer is going to take you. As a matter of fact, they cannot help but shortlist you for that interview. All right, the other thing I would like to talk about here is that some of these things are actually peculiar to some NHSs, while some other things are peculiar to care homes. So you need to know where you are applying to be able to apply the right kind of additional certifications to help you be ahead of the game than every other person who is applying for that job. The other thing you want to go ahead to go and understand or have a certification on is in safeguarding. Safeguarding is a big thing in the UK. Whistleblowing, identifying people who are at risk of being hurt and speaking up on their behalf. So if you have any learning about safeguarding, include it there in your CV. This is going to boost you in front and put you ahead of the crowd and make employers come to you immediately and offer you interviews. And when you come to the interviews, speak to them like somebody who has read about this thing and has a good understanding of it, and trust me, you will get the job. The other thing you need to understand are the characteristics of care. Okay, in anything you're talking about in your CV, make it always patient-centered, and also talk about the characteristics of care. Make those characteristics of care be the things that are your own personal qualities, okay, that you're giving to persons. Make them things that are applicable to you and that which you are also going to be bringing to the table to your employers. Once you can do this, any employer is going to employ you, my brother and my sister, and be sure that this is the job that you want to do, because trust me, it is not an easy job. However, it can be very, very rewarding. The other thing that can help you is to have a little bit of experience in leadership, especially if you are applying for the senior carer roles, because you have some roles in management and leading teams in your care homes. So if you have any experience of leading teams and heading of shifts, you can actually include it in your CV. The other thing that can put you ahead of your mates or people who are applying for this job is to understand the C's of nursing. Okay, the C's of nursing, the C's of care in the UK is very, very important. Being compassionate, caring, and being competent. Okay, caring. Okay, these C's are on Google them and just sprout it in your CV. Okay, just mention about the C's of nursing in your CV, and trust me, any employer will be willing to invite you for an interview. Okay, the C's of nursing: communication, competence, caring, compassionate. So you need to know your C's of nursing, of compassionate, of compassion, of caring, of communication, of competence, of being courageous. Okay, of the commitment to caring for people. These are the things that make you stand out in your CV. Okay, inculcate the values of the care homes that you are applying for into your CV. Inculcate the values of the NHS trust that you are applying for into your CV. Inculcate the values of the private organizations that you are going for into your CV, and these things put you ahead of the game. And trust me, once you have most of these things in your CV, any employer will be willing to take you. And if you're also applying to mental care homes and nursing homes that deal with mental health issues, then look for certifications in learning disability or any certifications in things like ADHD, activity Asperger's syndrome, dementia, hyperactivity, all those basic problems and neurological problems. Just look for any certification course and just put it there. That makes them know that you have interest in mental health and they shortlist you for an interview. Okay, I hope this video has given you a little light and enlightened you on the kind of things that you need to apply for your jobs and the things you need to put in your CV to put you ahead of the game and make you get the job of your dream. Like this video, do give it a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and in my next video I'm going to be showing you how you can actually ace your interview as a carer in the UK. If you're interested in this video, do comment in the comment section below and I'll do my best to bring this as soon as I can. If you did like this video, do like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now.